The following program is brought to you by the letter N.
Welcome to the Steve Westerson Show. Tonight we're going to talk about things that piss me off. You know, I see a lot of stuff on TV about, racism, not just against blacks or Mexicans or white people, but, I'll be 100% honest with you. I believe that all races are equal, no matter what color or gender you might be. But I will tell you this. If you think that white people still got it out for black people, I honestly say there's probably about 95% of the white people that does not have it out for black people. Now there might be still a 5% in different counties or states, but honestly, I think we're all equal, in my opinion. And I believe my friends and all think so too. I get sick and tired of watching news feeds covering, this policeman shot this black dude or this black woman because they were black. No. There's more shootings and stuff with white people than there are black people. And then it comes down to where people want to call each other the N-word. In case some of you didn't know, and I don't like using it, but the word is not just for black people. I believe that word goes for people who sits on their ass that is able to work and draws off a government check off of the people who's working their asses off of taxes. That's where their welfare comes in at. I don't see you sitting here being racist against somebody because of the color of their skin. And the N-word goes for whites, blacks, Mexicans. I don't care what dadgum gender you are. I don't care what race or color of skin you are. That word goes for any of them that draws a government check and is able to work. If I was racist, do you think I would wear a black hat or drive a black vehicle? I ain't racist at all. I don't get it. I just don't get it at all. It just really ticks me off to see it. People talk, because no, I don't necessarily agree with mixing, but I don't judge somebody. I'm not racist because of it. Everybody's human. You can't help who you fall in love with, no matter what color they are. I don't really care. I just think it's stupid to have all this political bullshit about what color you are and about going against the police because they shoot black people. Look, whatever you may be, police has to do their job. If it was a white person showing a threat, police would do the same thing. If it was a Mexican doing the threat, they'd do the same thing. It doesn't matter. Now, like I said, you still probably have some racist people out there, depending on, like I said, what county or state, or, further down south or something. But I will say this. I've noticed that there's a lot more of the black gangs more down south than there are white or Mexican, but there's still gangs that is Mexican and white. It doesn't. you still have the same opinion or the same thoughts as anybody else, but you're treated equally. You're just as equal as a white or Mexican person, or even a black person. So all this racism crap should have stopped a long time ago, in my opinion. I believe that you should treat everybody like your brother, like God, like the good Lord above says. Everybody is your brother and sister, just like it is in the Bible. That is one of the major things that really pisses me off. I mean, I can't stand to see somebody,
oh, he shot a black dude. Oh my God.
Look, he probably had a reason to get shot. He either had a weapon or he showed a threat. And I'll be honest with you, I see a lot of white people crimes in this world. I see a lot more white people breaking into homes than I do black people. I don't hardly ever see a Hispanic or an African American breaking in a home. I see more white people breaking into homes. Our crackers is what some people call us. We're not. I mean, I see a lot more of us whites than I do Africans or Hispanics. It's just that simple. I mean, you if you pay attention to the real crime at all down here, even where you only see very few whites and you see more Hispanics or you see more Africans, it doesn't matter. That white person is more likely to break in your home than an African or an Hispanic. Because it's getting harder for white people to live in this world. But, me personally, I don't make no exceptions for them either. If you're white and you break into a home, you're a piece of shit. If you're an African American and you break in somebody's home, you're a piece of shit. If you're a Hispanic and you break in somebody's home, you are a piece of shit. That's all there is to it. You're a thief. You're lousy, you're lazy, and you think stealing from other people's funny. Or you just trying to make some money that you could go out. If you can break in somebody's home, you're more than capable of going to work and making your own money. Being honest, for God's sakes. I mean, I love each and every person, no matter what color they are. And I believe that's the way everybody should be. I mean, honestly. And I think that if you could sit back and realize that slavery days are over, because they are, and stop giving people bad names and stop being racist against one race, then we'd be all right. I don't hardly ever see an Hispanic saying anything about racism. That's the God honest truth. Now, I mean, there's some out there, I'm sure of it, but I don't see it. So don't take offense just because somebody says something that you don't like. You don't ever know if they're racist or not. You really don't. Honestly. I mean, they could just be saying something as simple as, I think you have a cute baby. Or, I think that heck, I can't even think of another example. But you don't ever know what they're thinking. They could be just thinking something harmless and you take it offensive because you're racist. You're insecure about yourself. Quit thinking people are being racist when they're trying to be. Some people might be trying to be nice, and some people really might be racist. I mean, you can't. It's kind of hard to read them, but just because somebody says something that you take offense to, don't think automatically they're racist, because they might be trying to say something totally different, and you took it the wrong way. Quit feeling insecure about yourself. That goes for you white people too. Whites, blacks, Mexicans. Don't take offense to something somebody says because you're feeling insecure about yourself. If you take offense of what a white person says, or offense of a black person says, or an Hispanic says to you, you feel insecure about yourself, especially if it's something racist. Because they might be just joking. I mean, don't take offense to it. Don't quit feeling insecure about what color you are, because it doesn't really matter. We're all created equally. We all bleed red. I love each and every person that I've come across. I don't think I've ever really met a stranger. I love everybody. I could talk to you all day long. I don't even care if you're green or purple. It doesn't matter to me. Heck, I even talk to my own pets every now and then, just to get some relief off of me, get some stress. I'll talk to an animal. I could probably carry on a conversation with a brick wall. I love to talk. I believe that people should talk to other people. I believe everybody should communicate and get along. Honestly, I mean, like I said before, I don't believe I was raised that way, but that don't mean that I see that it's a wrongdoing or I see it's a sin. You know, I just honestly think that, white should be white and black should be black. But you know what? Like I said before, you can't help who you fall in love with. And if that's who you love, then by Georgie, stand behind them. Be with them. Have kids with them. That's fine. I'm not against you. I can promise you that. Because everybody makes beautiful babies in my eyes. That's honest truth. So quit watching this crap on TV that's showing you dang lies about racism. Quit watching the news that tells you only half the story. You need to get the full story before you start judging somebody. Because that's not what we're down here for. We're not down here to judge what color or who did what or what. Don't hold grudges because there's no need for it. That's like I see a lot of these blacks, African Americans, whichever one. I'm trying to, be nice on that. I mean, I don't like I said, I don't like the N word, so I'm not going to call you that because I don't believe you are that, honestly. But if you draw a welfare check, yeah, you have every right to have that name, that title. But I believe that you need to think about your own well-being. You need to think about your life and quit feeling insecure about it. You need to start studying stuff before you get where you're hurting other people and yourself. That's like the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag was flown for history. The reason the blacks started hating the whites so much is because of the KKK. Not the old KKK. I'm talking about the new KKK, the young one. The one that flew the Confederate flag and gave it a bad name. forget about the young KKK. They were stupid and ignorant and dumb and thought they were making a big difference. They didn't make a big difference. They were just being idiots. The Confederate flag stands for our history. It was our state flag. We flew that flag long before the KKK, young KKK came around. Back in the day, we didn't have law enforcement. You had a group of people that got together and they penalized you if you had too many kids and you didn't have the money to support them, to feed them. They were looking out for your well-being and for your child's well-being. That's the way they worked. I had an uncle who actually went and he had 6 kids all together. If I'm not mistaken, it was 6. But anyway, he had a bunch of kids. Well, the OKK, before the law enforcement came around or came in effect, law officers, they actually came to his house and put a warning on his door and told him if he had another kid that they would burn his house down with him in it. Well, he had another kid. They came in and nailed his genitals to the floor and set his house on fire and told him, jerk them or burn. He made it out of that fire. So the OKK was out for our well-being, means all of us, not just whites. They were out for our well-being. They were trying to make sure that you were able to support your family, that the money flow and the food and all that. You had the clothing to send them to school. You had the food to feed them. That was the OKK. They didn't fly the Confederate flag. That was our state flag. And then people started coming over here, no matter what race they may have been, and say, "Oh, we find it offensive. We find it offensive." It's not offensive. They changed our crap, and our country let it. Let them do it. Now, I'm proud of our flag. I love our Stars and Stripes Spangled Banner. I love the daggum thing. I love our flag. But, honestly, the Confederate flag should have never got the bad name that it got, and it should have never been discarded for our state flag. I fly a Confederate flag in my house. Matter of fact, I got 2 of them. And I also have our state flag now, our current one. And I hope it stays. I hope nobody comes around and changes it. If you think you're going to come around, if you come over here and you do not like the way our country runs, go back to where you came from. We don't need you here. We're running just fine without you. But like I said before, everybody should be treated equally. Like in God's eyes, we're all brothers and sisters, and we bleed red, just like anybody else. So they better not. That's one major, huge thing that just ticks me off. I can't stand people judging somebody else because of what color they are. I love everybody. I'm glad y'all. I hope y'all get some information out of this video. I hope I don't get no hate comments, but if I do, it's fine. I completely understand. But I just thought I'd throw that out there, that I think that everybody should think of each other as equally and brothers and sisters like we all are. Because I love each and every person no matter what color you are. And I believe that should be everybody's opinion. I believe that should be everybody's belief. Everybody has their own opinion, but this is mine. I love y'all. Hope y'all subscribe. Hit that old like button for me. And hit that little bell right there so you get notifications whenever I post new videos. And I hope to hear from y'all. Give me some comments. Tell me what all you'd like to see on my next show. And God bless you.